how to actually boost FPS in Fortnite Chapter 5. In today's video, I'll be sharing how to actually boost FPS in Fortnite Chapter 5. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Now, let's jump into the video. Alright, first tip, let's stop those annoying system notifications. Just go to your settings, click on the System tab, scroll down until you spot notifications. At the bottom, you'll find two boxes checked by default. One says offer suggestions on how I can set up my device, and the other is get tips and suggestions when I use Windows. Uncheck both of these and you'll put an end to those pesky ads that pop up on Windows and mess with your gaming. Easy peasy. Alright, for the next tip, we're gonna tweak some Windows services. Easy peasy, just open up the Windows search and type in services. Click on the application that pops up. Inside, you'll see a bunch of services running in the background. We're gonna disable the ones that are just hogging resources for no good reason. For example, let's say you don't have a fax machine. Who does these days? There's a service called Fax. Right-click or click on Properties, then go to Startup Type and change it from Manual to Disabled. That shuts down the fax service. Do the same for any other service you found useless as you scroll down the list. Here's another one I like messing with. Under W, there's the Wallet service. If you don't use the Windows Wallet service, go to Properties, change the Startup Type to Disabled, apply and press OK. Boom! It's done! Oh, and if you're not part of the Windows Insider program, find the Windows Insider service and, you guessed it, disable that too in Properties. Apply, press OK, and you've just lightened the load on your system. Easy tweaks for another smoother experience. Time for the next tip. We're gonna clean up those temporary files. Simple as pressing the Windows key and R on your desktop and open up the Run box. Now, type in 3 commands. First one is Temp, and even if it says you don't have permission, just press Continue. Select all those useless temporary files with Ctrl A and hit Delete. Some might resist, that's cool. Just choose Do this for all current items and then click Skip. Next, type %sign temp, %sign and press OK. Again, select all, delete, and then if some files play hard to get, just tick that box and skip. Lastly, type in prefetch, press OK. Give it permission, select all and hit Delete. Poof! Temporary files gone. Space freed up, easy as pie. Alright, on to the next tip. Let's tweak some gaming settings. Open up your Start menu, click on Settings, then on the left-hand side, hit the Gaming tab. First up, there's the Xbox Gamebar. It helps record gameplay, but honestly, it's kinda laggy. I'd recommend something like Shadow Player instead of the Windows one. Just disable the Xbox Gamebar for a significant FPS boost. Now, scroll down to the bottom of the gaming settings and you'll find Game Mode. Give it a shot with it enabled. It optimizes PC performance for me, but hey, it might not be your cup of tea. If you're not seeing any performance gains, feel free to disable it. Play around and find what works best for your setup. Alright, let's dive into the next tip. To edit our Powerplan, just hit the search bar and type in Edit Powerplan. Click on the option that shows up and it'll open a window. Choose Change Advanced Power Settings. In this new window, you'll spot a Power Options tab. By default, it's usually set to Balanced, which is cool for most folks. But if you're craving more performance, pick the High Performance setting. It's got a default configuration that amps up your system for better performance. If that's not your vibe, no worries, just go back to Balanced. Find what floats your tech boat. Okay, let's get into the next tweak. Open up the Start menu, type in Adjust the Appearance, and it should pop up automatically. Click on that option, and it'll take you to the performance options. By default, it's probably set to Let Windows choose what's best for my computer. But we want a custom touch, so go for Adjust for best performance. Now, it'll disable all the flashy stuff, but I don't recommend going all out. Tick 5 options. Animations in the bar, show taskbar thumbnail previews, show thumbnails instead of icons, show Windows contents while dragging, and smooth edges of screen fonts. Once you've done that, hit apply and then press OK. You've just given your system a sleek yet functional makeover. Time for the next step. Let's clean house and uninstall those unnecessary applications. Head into your settings, then on the left-hand side, go into Apps. Click on Apps and Features and you'll see a list of all the apps on your computer. You'll probably notice some you won't even use. For me, it's Groove Music. I'm a Spotify person, so let's uninstall that. Mail-in calendar? Not my thing, so that's getting the boot too. Keep scrolling and you'll likely find more of these lurking around. Many are installed by default, but you might not even know they're there. Uninstalling them not only saves space but also gives your PC a performance boost. It's like decluttering for your computer. Win-win! Alright, let's tackle the next step. Shutting down those startup applications we don't need. Back in the apps page, scroll down and you'll find a startup section at the bottom. Inside, you'll see a list of apps that automatically start up by default. Now, your list might be longer than mine, but here's a trick. Click on Sort by Startup Impact. For anything you don't use much, like Microsoft Edge or OneDrive, disable them. I prefer Chrome, so no need for Edge. OneDrive and some other stuff can hit the disable button too. Cortana, not for me. Your list will likely have more, so do a bit of spring cleaning based on what you use. Disabling these can speed up your computer startup and you'll have fewer things running in the background. Keep it clean and snappy. Time for the next tweak. Let's adjust those privacy settings. Open up the Start menu, click on Settings, and on the left-hand side at the bottom, find the Privacy and Security option. Click on General and you'll see 4 options. My recommendation, disable all 4. This move stops Windows from snooping around and suggesting stuff that might slow you down. Next, scroll down to Speech. If you're not using online speech recognition, just turn it off. No need to have it running. Same goes for diagnostics and feedback. I like turning that off personally. Now, scroll to the bottom where it says App Permissions. Make sure all those toggles are off for any apps you don't use. Keep it tight and turn off permissions for the unnecessary stuff. It's a privacy and performance win-win. Great, now for the final touch, let's enable Storage Sends. Head into Settings, go to System, and scroll down to find Storage. Under Storage Management, there's an option called Storage Sends, which does a neat job for freeing up space and clearing temporary files. Flip that switch on. Also, open up Cleanup Recommendations, see Advanced Options, and choose what it cleans up. I usually check everything, but you might want to keep some unchecked if you don't want them deleted. For me, everything except downloads is good to go. Once you've made your choices, hit the Remove Files button. And boom, it'll clear out a bunch of stuff, freeing up storage. The exact results may vary, but this final step should give your system a nice boost. And there you have it, a guide on how to boost FPS in Fortnite Chapter 5. If you found this helpful, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Cheers!